How can one assassinate the president of a country with the highest level of security? The answer is to be just like this man. First, he killed an ordinary cleaner. Then, by using his exquisite disguise skills, he transformed himself into the appearance of the cleaner. In this way, he successfully passed the facial recognition. He walked into an office and quickly took out his weapon, ready to take action. At that moment, a woman suddenly burst in. Without hesitation, John fired the gun. However, the sound of the gunfire attracted the attention of the security guards, but they were no match for John. In a short while, John took care of all the security guards who got in his way. Then he chased after the assassination target again. Unexpectedly, the target ran into the stairwell, and this was exactly the result John wanted. Then he fired and hit the man in the thigh. Just when the man thought he was doomed, John chose to spare his life. After that, John ran up to the rooftop. Looking at the police cars speeding towards him, John calmly threw 2 smoke bombs down. Then, using the rope he had prepared in advance, he quickly descended to the ground. Later, by taking advantage of the smoke and his appearance as a cleaner, he perfectly blended into the panicked crowd that was fleeing in all directions and left. When John returned to the hotel, he removed his disguise and quietly waited for the right moment. What came next was the most crucial part. As the leader of a country, the president's security level is definitely of the highest standard. He generally doesn't go out easily. At this time, the man whom John deliberately let go the previous night came in handy. It turned out that he was the president's son. Hearing that his son had been attacked, as a qualified father, he surely had to go and visit him. John was staying in a hotel opposite the hospital. He removed a piece of glass. Then he took out a windmill and used it to observe the wind direction and wind speed. After that, he began to assemble his weapon. His weapon was actually his suitcase. He pulled out the handle on it, connected 2 iron pipes, and formed a perfect gun barrel. Then he took out the stand from the suitcase and combined it with the gun barrel to form the body of the gun. Next, he skillfully installed other small parts. An especially made sniper rifle was successfully completed. The bullets were hidden inside the wheels of the suitcase. Looking at the heavily guarded street, John slowly adjusted the sight. Then he fired a shot at the wall. Seeing the bullet mark that deviated from the aiming point, John slightly adjusted the sight and then fired again without hesitation. After seeing that the bullet mark coincided exactly with the aiming point, John began to wait quietly. With the appearance of the president, John had already adjusted his state to the best, just waiting to deliver a fatal blow to the target. This is a scene from the TV series The Day of the Jackal.